Good morning. Well, it is the Thursday before the bank holiday weekend, and myself and Andy are heading off to the Lake District. The plan, which very rarely gets stuck to, is to head to Wasdale pub and set up camp there for tonight and tomorrow. But then we're hoping that we're going to sling the rucksacks on and go up for a wild camp at hopefully Burnmore Tarn, somewhere we've never been before. A relatively easy walk. I'm not really in the mood for doing a long hike, but it's quite a special day for me tomorrow, and I really want to wake up in the wild, looking out of my tent at some stunning scenery and a body of water. Fingers crossed a sunrise will be the icing on the cake, and generally just chill and relax for a couple of days. That's the plan. Well, us being us, we've taken the long route. However, we've just crested the hill to reach the destination for tonight, Burnmore Tarn. God, I'm unfit. The weather's closing in, but you know what? Really don't give a damn. It is so beautifully peaceful here, and that is what I'm going to wake up to tomorrow morning. Well, I was a little bit giddy back then. Oh, this really is in the middle of nowhere. It's very reminiscent of Scotland, Glencoe area, even to a point reminiscent of Iceland. There is just not a soul around. The heather's starting to come out, although you can't see it because the mist's coming in. But there's swathes of heather that have been glowing purple, and over in this direction there's the scree and the slate, and we have in the background the tarn, Burnmore Tarn, which is actually positioned in a really nice swoop. I can get my hand working right in a minute. A really nice swoopy sort of curve that leads you back to what might be Eagle Head, although I think Eagle Head might be over there, and that's probably the wrong pronunciation, which is just starting to shroud in mist. The clouds moving over, although there is, just where you can see Andy stood, there's a little bit of brightness coming over there, and over here it's starting to brighten up a bit as well. Yeah. Well, it doesn't look like there's actually another soul down at Burnmore Tarn. We hadn't intended originally to come here. We were looking for somewhere around Wastwater, but then reading an article by the National Trust talking about wild camping, and there's a large element of people doing the festival type wild camping. So they're basically just pitching up, getting ratted, and then leaving everything, the tents, the beer cans, the rubbish. And the National Trust guys are having to go and clear it up, because at the end of the day it's an area of outstanding natural beauty. Some of the areas like Wastwater are of specific scientific interest for various flora and fauna, and they don't want muppets leaving all their debris around. And why would you want to anyway? It's beyond my mind, just can't comprehend that. So we thought, right, we're not going to make a camp at Wastwater. We've pitched our big tents at the Wasdale Head campsite, so we have a base, and driven around. We've abandoned the car on the road, out of the way, not blocking anybody, not in an overtaking area, sorry, a pull-in zone. And then moached on up here, and as I say, we've taken the long way, but who cares? Needed the exercise. So we have food, we have a couple of cans of Jack Daniels and Coke, we have dark chocolate, and we have beautifully stunning scenery. And I will wake up tomorrow on my half century with a stunning view. And I can't really think of anything finer. Jackie, you're a gem. You're an absolute diamond for letting me borrow Andy. He really is my BMF, my best male friend. He's like a big brother to me. And it's absolutely awesome to have good company on this. I'm not sure if it's a happy occasion or quite a sad occasion. Still can't actually comprehend the fact I'm 50, because I don't flipping feel it. So, enough of my waffling. We're going to head a little further along here, see if we can find somewhere not particularly soggy to pitch us tents, and then wait in the hope that we get a little bit of a shaft of light to light up the hills. Catch you guys in a while. Well, the rain came in, so there's no stunning photos from this evening. We've decided to turn in for the night. It's just after 9 o'clock, I believe. And we've come out with the Fox OEX1 tents. I've kind of forgotten how snug they were. But I wanted to do something different for my 50th. I didn't want to have a knees up down the pub. And I didn't want to spend the evening watching the telly. So, parking myself on the side of a hill in a tent, overlooking a tarn, surrounded by some absolutely stunning scenery, complete with a cheeky little can of Jack Daniels and Coke, and some dark chocolate. I think this is going to be a birthday I'll remember for a long time. I shall do my best to make it interesting and get some nice photos, but this bit is purely for me. It's a happy half century to me. I'm going to turn in, hopefully. Oh, the rain has stopped, so hopefully tomorrow morning the sun will put an appearance and we'll be able to get some good images. So I'm going to sign off, say goodnight, and see you guys in the morning. Good morning! Happy birthday to me! Holy crap, how did I ever make 50? Well, good morning everybody. We haven't had a sunrise. I'll give you a quick spin round, and essentially what you can see is considerably better than what it was at 5 o'clock this morning, because in my optimistic state of mind I did set the alarm for 5 o'clock. I took a peek out of the tent and decided probably better off staying in bed, and it was incredibly warm. The rain that wasn't forecast came down in absolute droves. I say we hit the sack about 9:30, and about 11 o'clock we're still talking. I think we managed to nod off till about 2, at which point the rain was coming in sideways and the wind got up, and I vaguely remember checking the phone, and then it must have stopped raining, because the next thing I knew the alarm was going off and it was 5 o'clock. But it's very mild, and as you can see the mist is rolling in above the hilltops here, and over in the dip just starting to see a little bit of light. So I may get the camera out, because for moody black and whites this would be quite good. Still really wish we'd had sunrise, but there you go, we're here today, and we've got another chance tomorrow morning. The day is forecast to be reasonably good, so I'm not too concerned. Whilst I've been shooting a bit of a time lapse, I've taken the opportunity just to pack the tent up, so that if it does start raining I can at least shove the rucksack into the tent so that it doesn't get wet. We left the rucksacks outside last night with the waterproof covers on, and they survived really well. Still can't think of a finer place to be. So beautifully peaceful. And I say, excuse the less than desirable appearance this morning. That's what about 4 hours sleep does for you. But hey, if that's the worst that happens, it's not bad at all. So I'm going to have a mooch around, see what I can find in the way of compositions, set the camera up, see if we can grab some of this, because although it is mist, there is actually some detail in it. It's not just blanket sort of grey, and it is moving quite nicely. Makes a nice contrast over the slaty shale hills. So, for now, catch you later.